What's going on, family? Yep, y'all are here, dog. The 494 team. Look, it feels good, man.
Good
I don't know about
morning.
y'all. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling
It's
good. Connie,
freezing
what's
though.
going on, man?
Man, you know what I'm saying? Chilling over here in Florida. You already know how we do it over here. Hey, man, shout out to your boy. It was his birthday. So your
Yes,
boy hit
sir.
that 33, you know what I'm saying? So I'm
Another
on
year
top of
older. I
my
love it.
game, right? You know what I'm saying? Though this the year of wisdom. So you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You already know how we do.
All day.
Peace.
I love it. See, what's going on, man?
It's 7 degrees. That's what's going on. It's
7 degrees. Nigga,
Seven.
what's up? Thank you for tuning in. We
Yes, I'm
appreciate that for sure,
freezing.
for sure. 7 degrees though. That's crazy. I don't even know what that feels like for real. I mean, you know what? I do know. Like, I used to stay in DC, but I
And
still
that's why when
that's
he said Florida, I was like, oh, you had to just
forget you,
rub
bro.
it in.
Blessings. Blessings.
Appreciate the
Blessings.
number, nigga.
Blessings, man.
That's crazy to me though. Like that would be that 7 degrees. Man. I don't even know how I would function.
Wait, hold on. Can you do the little pot thing where you go outside and bring out a pot of hot water and put it up in the air and it turns into ice?
Look and
Who's
see
going
face.
outside?
I'm
Oh, never
cold.
mind.
She said,
It's
"I'm
the
not going
wind. I was
nowhere,
driving
my boy."
home and the car was boom, boom,
Bro,
freezing.
I think you will love it. Like if you moved to like Georgia or Florida, you would love it.
The sun puts me in a great mood.
Oh, you definitely gotta be down here then. I mean, it's cold, but it ain't 7 degrees. I'll tell you that much.
Right.
Big facts. It ain't no 7 degrees out here. I'm telling you that. Well, look, man, we got a lot. We got a lot to talk about. Trade deadline coming up. Kyrie's back. Clay's back. I mean, NBA looks good. It feels good right now. Lakers are losing. They're 500 team. It's not. It's not a great time for LA, but for the rest of the NBA, for the Warriors and the Grizzlies and the
Oh
Suns,
man.
the Bulls, teams with chemistry that play defense
Man said teams with
are
chemistry that play defense.
doing very well.
Shout out to Golden State.
Just because we're talking about it, I'm going to skip to the second time. We'll come back to Kyrie.
Okay.
I feel as if at this point we have to stop this experiment with Russell Westbrook.
Get up. Get him out of here.
I'm just at this point. At this point,
Wait, hold on. We're not making this a Lakers show. Come on.
No, we're
man.
gonna stop with
Let's talk
The second topic was
basketball.
The second topic was
I understand
was
that,
Russell.
but it's going to become a Lakers show. I already know
Nah,
how this is
not
going to
at all.
go.
No.
Not
We're
at
going to
all.
talk about Lakers 90% of the time.
Nope.
Kyrie about this much, and
We
then
still got three top. We got
and I
three
got-
topics, and then cap or no cap.
cap, no cap, and then I got 3 Air Force moments, man. Come on,
Look,
man.
See,
gonna
we
make it
got
happen.
full-fledged show.
Oh, big facts. Now, look, I think at the end of this day, the experiment has to end. Experiment has to end. The funny thing is, I was looking at somebody earlier this weekend. I forget her name. She was on ESPN, and she made a valid point. And the point was, why would we expect Russell Westbrook to not be Russell Westbrook because he's playing next to LeBron? Now, mind you, and shout out to Uncle Shay Shay too, because he made some good points this week
Mhm.
on Undisputed. When he said, I think he was saying like this, the career average that he's shooting right now is 1% lower than his career average. His
Oh,
turnovers,
wow.
his turnovers are right around the same around what his turnovers are. 13 years.
I did not know that was that bad.
Oh yeah. So the problem is that he's on a bigger stage. So now his game is magnified. It's put under a microscope. And when you're looking at seeing what he does on a daily basis, the turnovers, the error shooting, error passes, you don't get to see that because nobody was watching the Oklahoma City Thunder,
Nope.
right? Nobody was paying attention to the Wizards.
They wasn't on primetime games.
You know what I mean? James Harden
Mhm.
was putting up 40-point triple doubles, and so you weren't paying attention to Russ on the Rockets. The problem is that he's on a big stage and he's next to one of the biggest NBA player in LeBron James. So now the way that he plays basketball is magnified, and it
Real
looks
quick, bro.
absolutely crazy.
Real quick, bro. Happy birthday, Dad. Love you.
Happy
Amen.
birthday to Pops.
All day. I love it.
Sorry. Daddy, I totally forget that your birthday's like 2 days after mine. I love you, man. Bro. I love you.
Son.
I am a horrible son.
Get it together. Put that together.
But thank you, Daddy, for everything you done for me, man. I appreciate you, pimp.
Hey man, props up. So this is my thing. When are we going to stop? When are we going to stop this? When are we going to let this go? Right? We trade deadlines in what? A few weeks? 2-3 weeks?
Less than a
So
month.
what do we replace him with? Right? Like what do we? Russell Westbrook is a person who will give you 120% every play, right? Every single play.
Okay,
the
but the
problem is
last
that
2-3 games, he's had 8 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists. 6 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. That's not doing anything. So
That's
get
what
rid
I'm
of him.
saying.
Bye.
The reason that we brought him in, we've talked about this. The reason that they brought him in was if LeBron or AD goes down, one or two, or both together, Russell Westbrook is there to carry the offense or give them to win them some games while they're not on the court. He's not doing that with them on the court. So the problem for me is I want to explore some trade scenarios that would work to get them back. But
you should
tell me
ship
how you
them
feel
back,
right now.
ship them back to doggone Washington D.C. or Washington D.C. or something, bro.
They're not gonna take that man back.
Man, send him somewhere, bro.
They're doing good right now with the people that they got. They're not.
Well, they have an interest in Jeremy Grant.
I know, but is Detroit taking Russell Westbrook? That contract is crazy.
Well, they're saying for Tucker, Nunn, Bazemore, and the first round pick in, I guess, 2027.
Oh, it says
Wait, hold on.
say that again.
Is that the trade scenario?
Read that in an article I read, I forgot the guy's name, that they want to trade him, bring Jeremy Grant over for Tucker, Nunn, Bazemore in the 2027 draft first round pick.
Nunn, Bazemore,
and Tucker.
Taylor, THT,
Horton.
Oh my God! No, yeah, Taylor Horton Tucker. That's his name. THT. Now, what? I know Jeremy's nice, but geez, I would see Nunn, Bazemore, and some picks. But THT as well. That's
I guess piece. As far as length, athleticism, size.
THT is the young piece. He's the young piece you can kind of build around.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a superstar, but he has superstar potential, right? And most of everybody who has a superstar potential that goes away from LeBron goes and finds it because they're not behind LeBron.
Right. So that's what I said.
Nunn, Bazemore, a pick, and THT. I need to go look at Jeremy. Jeremy's stats, but also they could be possibly inflated because it's easy to put up crazy numbers in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
All right. So we're talking about trade. Who do they trade him for?
Top of my mind comes Buddy Hield and De'Aaron Fox. That's my first okay, that makes sense. We get a point guard back. Somebody who can create their own offense. Buddy Hield, who's just a shooting machine. He's been behind Steph Curry, right behind Steph Curry for the last 5 or 6 years of his career. So in shooting. But at the same time, we need defense. And that's where you go Jeremy Grant, right? He's long, he's athletic, he's a wing defender, 3-and-D kind of guy. So that makes sense. Now I hate trading THT.
I like him a lot.
You know what I mean? I really like THT. We haven't got to see none play this season. Bazemore's in and out of the rotation.
I just can't.
But he's defense.
Yes, he does play defense, but I just can't.
Here's a big trade for me. And I want y'all to rock with me here. So tell me what y'all think. Now, I think Bobo's potential is very high.
Okay.
He has a very high ceiling. And the fact that, he's finally out there from the Nuggets. He's with he's currently with the Detroit Pistons.
Oh, wait. So that trade was made.
That trade was made.
And then he was sent back to Denver. He did not pass his physical.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea how
he did not pass his physical.
You're an NBA player and not passing physical. Now, what that means in the 10th, I haven't read into it yet, but who knows? It could be anything. I don't know what they grade the physicals on.
So my question, because all this stuff that happened, is his ceiling still high, or is his value like what kind of player you gonna get out of him? Because he's a darn good player.
Talking about Bobo?
I'm mad no one talks about him. You know what I mean? He should be a guy that should be talked about, and no one talks about.
I mean, he's solid. He's definitely solid, but they're not like he's not
And
defensive
him not
liability.
passing a physical didn't help.
No, not even close. But it makes absolutely no sense that he didn't pass it.
How do you not?
That's so weird.
You gotta pass those physicals, man. Like, how you not passing the physical, man? Like,
now,
okay. Is it a whole like, you know what I'm saying? Are you trying to say that, you know what I'm saying, he doesn't have enough strength in the I guess the ankle that he hurt when he was in college?
Well, that's the thing. I don't really know. Kind of figure that out. Okay.
They haven't. When I first seen that the trade was deaded because he didn't pass the physical.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really see too much into why yet, like why he didn't pass or anything like that.
That's what I want to know. Why didn't he pass the physical?
I didn't see much information about that.
I don't know, man. It's just with this kid, he's a great talent, not being used. Now he's not passing physicals. I think there's something bigger going on, and no one's talking about it.
You got to figure it out.
Bigger than so. Yeah,
I mean, he has
be doing MTMV full 94.
So it looks like he hasn't played in the last 5 games. Obviously, he didn't pass that physical because of the ankle. I mean, he's put up kind of solid numbers. He's averaging, but he's only averaging, and this is lack of play as well. He's only averaging 6 points 2.5 points a game. Less than 1 assist, 1.4 rebounds, no steals, no blocks. So, I mean, it's going to be obviously a lack of playing, right? His last 3 years in the league, he's averaged 6 points, 2 points, 2 points. So something's wrong. Nobody seems to know exactly what it is, but there's something more going on with Bobo that nobody seems to know about besides Denver and the team he initially played for. Oh, it's been the Nuggets the whole time. So I have a trade. I have a trade that I think me and C have talked about offline. That would make sense, right? So I need Rob Pelinka. Pick the phone up. Hey, Rob.
You give him a call, bro?
I gave him a call, bro. I said, hey, bro. Hey,
what you said?
What's up? I mean, yeah, we got to fix it. He bad. He not good. We're going to trade. Okay, we're going to trade him. You going to call who? Larry Bird? Oh, that makes sense. Indiana. Okay, you go call Indiana. All right.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Get back to the show. Hold on.
I don't know if y'all know, but my dog, he trapping on the phone with the NBA players, dog.
Rob Pelinka, LBJ. You know what I mean? Melo be on there sometimes.
You know,
bro, he called Bron like every day. Like, I'm like, bro, how you talking to Bron every day?
Bron be talking. He was
conversations need to be happening.
Facts. I said, bro, if I want to put your jersey on, I need you to go ahead. I know you're killing it. I know you're doing your thing. So Rob Pelinka picks up the phone, calls Larry Bird, Indiana Pacers. He goes, look, I'll give you Russell Westbrook, a THT, 2025 first-round pick for Karis LeVert, Jeremy Lamb, and Miles Turner.
Now, how okay, whoa. How's that going to work? Because, Simmons is a possible landing spot. That's a possible – Ben Simmons, that's possible.
The money makes sense. The money makes sense, but I mean, I don't think Philly wants Russell.
Nope.
You see what I mean? Russell has 1 more year in his contract, I believe. Right? He has 1 more year. It's a player option next year. That means that Indiana gets a player who has one more year left on his deal. He'll be a free agent. That'll free up cap room, free up cap space. They're trying to start over anyway. You know what I mean? But what does that really look like? So
a lot of teams want Miles. OKC, Hornets. Who else wants him?
Miles is solid. He's a 3-level scorer that plays tremendous defense. Jeremy Lamb's the same way.
Dallas Mavericks want Turner.
Everybody wants, and you get a solid piece of Karis LeVert. As a 2 guard, solid. Now the question, I mean, I'm over the Russell Westbrook experiment.
I didn't want it.
It seemed like a good idea. Yeah, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Man, and I always say that. See, you was the main one excited. You like
who for Westbrook? No, I was not.
You was the main
I was not excited for Raja.
I think that was me.
That was not me.
I was excited for Brody, man, because I felt. But this is the thing. Also, what we all get wrapped into and not understanding and seeing is that I wasn't watching his games at OKC. I wasn't watching his games in Washington. I wasn't watching his game in Houston. What I saw was that stat line, and we got mirrored and blindsided by that triple double, not seeing the actual 10 turnovers he got in the game or the 8 turnovers he got in the game to get that triple double.
Well, I mean, because everything that we saw was highlights. Everything that we saw coming out of OKC.
It was his triple double every night, and
when he
the
came
energy
over,
he puts in. Mm-hmm.
When he came over, I was like, Brody's he's a Laker, dog. Let's
go. That was your attitude. Brody this. Give Brody a chance. Give Brody no. Get him out of there.
Brody can't have my chance no more. C has been consistent from the start. I've been fighting for Brody, and Brody, I'm sorry, I can't fight for you no more, dog.
Man,
it's not working. You got to be a man about it.
You would think because he's from the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? He's from California.
Oh, for
California
sure.
Kid. I think I want to say he a Valley kid.
It's the
Is he a Valley kid?
I'd have to remember. I'm not sure. I know that's Gilbert's life.
But I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? He's a Valley kid.
It's the stage for Russell.
You know what I'm saying?
So.
But the Valley kids, they tend to, you know, they play harder for the, they purple and gold. You know,
I need them to play better, not harder. Play better, so make better passes, take better shots, play within the offense. The one thing I loved about Phil Jackson when he was coaching the Lakers, coaching the Bulls as well, is he always told Kobe, Shaq, Mike, Pippen, hey, look, run the offense the first 3 quarters. In the fourth quarter, if we need it, that's when I want you to take over. I don't need you to take over in the first 3 quarters. Run the offense. If it don't work, fourth quarter, go kill him.
You know what he should do? You should go play in the Drew League.
Maybe he be killing them over there.
Bro,
killing them.
Go, bro, because you know, what's your boy name? He played for Golden State.
Clay, Draymond.
No, Byron.
Who?
God, is it Byron? God, dog, look at his name.
He's a player.
No, he played like he's an old school.
Baron
player.
Davis.
Baron Davis, yeah. Baron Davis played. I did not know this, but when Baron Davis came back from when he came back from for playing in the Drew League for 2 summers, he came back and they traded him to Golden State because he was eventually drafted by like Milwaukee or something, but came back to Golden State, bro. After balling in the Drew League, bro, game got 10 times better, bro. 10 times better. Right. I did not even know that. I always thought he was I thought he was a bucket off rip. You know what I'm saying? Maybe just going back today.
Take it from him, he'll fight to get it back. Who knows?
Right. I'm just saying, but that's what I'm saying. Like I think that's what Russell Westbrook need to do. Take his talents to the Drew League, chill in the Drew League for
he's getting paid $40+ million. He's not leaving. At the end of this season, he has a player option for $44 million.
Bro, the money might be good, but keep him on the bench. Let him play in the Drew League for the 2 summers. See what happens when he comes back.
That don't make sense. We don't need him to come back.
We don't want him at all. He got to go.
Give him a little while, bro.
In somewhere else.
All right.
Trade him to Indiana. Look. Let him play out his years in Indiana. He's going to make $40+ million this year.
Who knows? Maybe his plans will work.
Because he's 32 right now, right? He's 32 years old.
I believe so. Yes, sir.
So he's
still got some years left. Yeah,
he got years left. I mean, he can make it all the way to Bron age. I don't know.
No, I'm good on that. I don't need him to. This is the one thing, and we'll move on to the next topic. My thing is, you know that you're not a good shooter, right? You know that you make error passes, and yet you still do them. He's one of those players that you play with at LA Fitness or the Y or with your boys, right? And he shoots it, you go, yo, no. I guess he made it, right? Like that's the feeling I get when Russell shoots. I go, why?
That's the feeling.
Every time.
He's not that player. Let's be honest.
What? He's not what player?
He's not that player that like you don't know if you want him to shoot the ball or not. He's not really that.
No, I don't want him to shoot it. Period. Go do what you do best. Go to the paint. Go figure it out at the rim. You're a great finisher. You put up 110% when you go down there, and you finish left or right. Do whatever you want to do.
Everyone wants to be Steph Curry today. Like it's ridiculous. Like you can't. Shoot.
Bro, you're wide open for a reason. They don't expect you to make it. You're a point guard, and people are like, "Hey, shoot it, bro." Well, shoot, you good? You got to take that. That's my problem, man. I digress. Hopefully Westbrook. Hopefully the Lakers end up getting a good pieces back for trading Westbrook.
Brown, put that manager hat on and think right now and get him out of here. Thank you.
And this is the thing. This might be, and Skip says it all the time. I wasn't sure if I agree with him until right now at this moment. I agree with. Of course, that makes perfect sense. I agree with Skip right now. This might be the worst move LeBron James has made since 2003. Since he entered the league.
Agreed with Skip like 6 times since this whole and I'm just shocked at myself.
That's a big fact. That's a big fact. All right, so Lakers have their troubles. Hopefully they figure it out. Trade deadline coming. LeBron, figure this out for us, please. I can't keep putting this stuff on my chest and not be proud of what they're doing. This is what up. But Kyrie Irving kind of is Skip. There we go, Ari. I love it. Ari! Like, peace. Check this out. Kyrie Irving.
Yep.
He's back.
Ari,
he's played 3 games.
I've tried calling you. I just want to let you know, like, you're still.
You should get her unanswered calls were her answer. You know what I mean? Let that ride.
All right, I love you so much. Like, you my dog.
Let that ride.
But I just don't need this cold shoulder, cuz.
Matter of fact, when y'all get a chance, check out the latest post on the 494 feed on IG. I posted it probably 10, 15 minutes before we started the show. It was just some crazy facts. You know what? Right before we go into this Kyrie thing, I want this to play out because Connie, this makes perfect sense for what we got going on, right? So Cheryl Miller, sister of Reggie Miller, was the first woman to ever dunk. Next fact, Diana Taurasi has more career three-pointers than Russell Westbrook, despite playing 500 less games. Ella Del Don has a higher career free throw percentage than Steph Curry, the NBA's all-time leader in free throw percentage. Breanna Stewart has a longer wingspan than LeBron James, despite being 5 inches smaller. Sue Bird and Tim Duncan are the only all-stars in WNBA and NBA history to win championships in 3 different eras, 3 different decades. Check it out. We support women's basketball around here and what they do and what they've been doing. This makes perfect sense. Check out the latest post on 494 feet. You'll love it, I promise. Kyrie is back. What's Ulysses talking about? Honestly, Russ is killing LA, but remember, he's more so a second half player with Houston and Washington. Now, I've seen that stat as well. But again, Ulysses, we talked about this last week because you were choosing Zion over Ja Morant. I can't get with potential. I can't.
Why? Kyrie, shut up. Kyrie, shut up. Kyrie, shut up. Kyrie, shut up.
No,
Kyrie,
don't shut up.
Kyrie, shut up.
I like the proof is in the pudding. I don't care about what he did in Washington and what he did in Houston the second half of the year. That's amazing. But right now, through 42 games, 21 and 21, he is not a great player. And he has shown that. We have been married and blindsided by the triple-double, and we ain't thought about nothing else. That's just me, though. I digress. Kyrie is back. 3 contests, 17.7 points a game. And with the potential to be able to be a full-time player. I don't know what that looks like, right? I started reading articles. See, you got the information.
Yeah. So the first offense is a warning. The second offense is $1,000. The third offense is a $2,000 fine. And then a $5,000 every time after. So to keep him playing full-time, it's going to cost them $98,000.
So Kyrie's a full-time player.
Basically.
Kyrie, like, that's it. Hey, write the check, bro. Write the check.
The owner is worth $8.9 billion. So
man, if you don't pay the $100,000, it'd be great, boy. Y'all want to win a championship?
Hey, hello.
Yeah, you want to win a championship?
That man gonna see probably 500 of that. Not 500, but 50,000 of that.
You think he should pay half of it?
Yeah,
Kyrie. He should pay some of it. He definitely should pay some of it. If not all of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you kind of put us in this predicament. You know what? Just to show faith that I want you here, I'll either pay the full 98 or I'll ask you to pay some of it because it's partly your fine.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hey.
For
So
somebody who has
so you can
billions
run
of
the
dollars,
full,
pay the 98.
so you can run the full 94.
Okay. I guess I laughed because it was corny, but it works out. If
As
I'm
long
the
as you
owner,
know.
if I'm the owner of the Brooklyn Nets, and tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm the owner of the Brooklyn Nets, I'm paying the $98,000. It's not
I'm
even.
paying the Nets.
I'm writing the check. I'm a billionaire. $98 is a drop in the bucket. I mean, $98,000 is a drop in the bucket. All right, boom, boom, boom. Drop. Kyrie plays the rest of the season. Here's your check. Matter of fact, I'll give you even 100,
Right.
just to make it worth your while. If Kyrie is back, this is my question. If Kyrie is back, is it a done deal for the rest of the NBA? No. Who challenges the Warriors at full strength? Because it's darn sure ain't my LA boys. Not right now.
No, I'm saying like it will probably be the Nets and
Say it.
Say
it, see.
Now in the East, if they have their full squad, that series between the Bucks and the Nets is gonna be crazy.
No Bulls. I'm waiting for your Bulls love because you've been giving.
They both listen. They got
You've been
smacked
giving
2
it
days
to
in a row.
me.
I still love them as being the best team playing basketball. Yes, I do, and I think they needed this little smack.
It wasn't little. It wasn't a little smack.
It was huge. 2 of them.
Hey,
and I hope Zach's praying for Zach. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. So who challenges them though? Western Conference, Eastern Conference. Who challenges the Brooklyn Nets? Ulysses.
That's a fact.
Yeah, Chicago's not challenging. I do kind of like matchups, right? Like Kyrie's probably going to end up. He won't cook Lonzo. Lonzo's 6'6", wing defender. Like he's a great defender. He's going to score buckets, but he won't kill him, right? KD is really nobody that can stand with him. He'll shoot right over you at 7-footers. But who picks up DeMar DeRozan? Who picks up Zach LaVine? Who plays big down there with Vooch? I honestly think matchup wise, that's not a bad matchup when you look at those two teams. Kyrie versus Lonzo. If Caruso comes in, they can throw Caruso at Kyrie as well. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting James Harden. So you got Lonzo Ball versus Kyrie. Kyrie wins that matchup, but he's not putting up 40, right? Because Lonzo is a great defender. James Harden, I would stick Caruso on James, right? I'm not saying that he would stop him, but he can definitely slow him down. Nobody's stopping KD. That's just a done deal. Ulysses goes, but I said it last week. I still have Milwaukee versus Nets in the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm not mad at that.
I just said that, and now that the Nets will have their full squad, because remember last year, they didn't have full everybody. There was health issues. They wasn't fully healed. Okay, so now we're here. He's back.
He is.
Yeah, so we'll see. It'll be put to the test then, and then when they lose, I don't want to hear nothing.
All right, talk to me, hoodie boy. What does this look like? What's it like? Is it over for the rest of the NBA? If the Nets become full strength, Kyrie, James, KD, and that team, that those band of supporters, do they come out the East and do they win the championship?
Man, it's gonna be tough, man, with my Chicago Bulls. Yes, I said my Chicago Bulls.
You said, aren't you from Florida?
Yeah, hey, it's cool.
You've never been a Chicago Bulls fan. I'm lost.
I've been a Chicago Bulls fan back in the 90s.
You a lie.
Just like everybody else on the panel.
You know what the
problem is?
We're
all Chicago, huh?
No, I wasn't. The problem is that you've been hanging out for Rick Sincere too long.
Really?
And you bandwagon. You running around team. Whoever's hot.
Look. Hey, look. When LeVar Ball created Lonzo, and you know what I mean, and DeRozan came out of USC, and Zach LaVine finally got his chance to be in a good market. Man, it just made me a Chicago fan.
Do they come out the East?
Yeah.
You sound like you're lying.
No, like really,
No.
like thinking about it, understanding the game of basketball.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah,
stick to your guns. I mean, because I still love them. I still love the fact that they're playing great basketball, happy basketball. But I'm being realistic now.
But you know what I'm saying. But here's the thing: the fan in me wants to be like, you know what? I don't want to just be like, we're gonna play happy basketball. We all gonna do this, blah blah blah. I don't want just happy basketball, man. I want results of the happy basketball.
But they're getting them.
You know what I mean? But here's the thing: like, it's hard to go against a doggone Brooklyn Nets that's built like how they're built right now. Bless you, man. So like, for the people who listen at home, Miles sneezed.
This is why I muted. I didn't want anybody to know.
Yeah, but we do audio too, so they're gonna wonder why I said bless you in the middle of the thing. So yeah,
just be a nice guy.
And make sure you listen to us on Apple Podcasts, all the other stuff, all the podcast engines. Anyway, well, man, it's hard for me to go against that, man. But the thing is, the fan of me wants to be like, you know what, but the Bulls though.
You know they're number one in the East, right?
They're number one in the East, but it's going to be. But if the full effect of the Brooklyn Nets comes back,
it's over.
It's over. It's over.
My man.
So who you have coming out the East then?
I'll have the Nets coming out the East.
Okay.
I mean,
Nets.
Yeah, because like Milwaukee. Milwaukee was a step off, or like a half a foot off a line away from going home. You know what I mean?
Make the matchup so great.
I know, right? Man, you all right, Miles? You all right, Miles?
I'm great. I'm looking at the standings.
Miles doing his research.
Ulysses, I give Chicago a chance if you play AC and Zoe good minutes because you can slow down Kyrie and Harden. We agree there, Ulysses. KD is the only one unstoppable unless you have a dog like PG Tucker getting under his skin. Again, we agree, Ulysses. I appreciate you today. I appreciate you. Last week you was on Connie's side. I didn't know how to take you.
Ulysses, I want to extend the hand for you to come onto the show.
That's a big fact. Come through.
I'm extending the hand.
Come through. We'll get you on here. We'll throw you the itinerary, ask you some questions, get your real opinion. You have been an avid supporter of the 494. We appreciate that. For sure. Now, number one in the Eastern Conference.
Mm-hmm.
And the standing goes Bulls, Heat, Nets, Bucks, 76ers, Cavs, Hornets, Wizards. Right? I mean, I like the Nets. I like the Bucks. I like the Bulls. I think that's it for me. I think one of those three teams come out. Western Conference, you're talking about the Suns, the Warriors, the Grizzlies, and what was the other team? One more team, the Jazz. And the Jazz. The Lakers are going to make the playoffs. The question is, who are they going to play in the first round? And we'll go from there. I'm actually at work doing my 5th straight 16-hour shift, but can't miss the show. Ulysses, we appreciate that love. Yo, appreciate that love. From a workaholic to another one, I appreciate that. You know what I mean?
He's a correctional officer.
I like he out there. All right, so look, when you get a chance and you get the moments when you're not working a 16-hour shift, you're gonna come through. We're gonna have you on here.
That's probably never.
We definitely appreciate it's always working. And that's the thing. So Western Conference, Suns, Warriors, Grizzlies, Jazz. That's really the only 4 teams that I'm worried about in the Western Conference.
Bro, the Grizzlies. I want to talk about this. What the Grizzlies, boy, they got y'all card, bro.
John Morant's a monster. Look, this not nobody has our card. You know who has our card? Younger teams. That's
we have our own card. That's how
we definitely got our own card. But when you get a young athletic team who has a great player, they're going to end up beating us. Because what happens is we're always close, right? Third quarter, fourth quarter comes, we're up by 3, or they're up by 6 or 7, and we're always keep it close. And then at the end of the day, they come. No faith, like I'm off next week. See, look at that. See, he will come through next week. That's the thing. That's the only thing that makes me nervous. Younger teams, younger athletic teams who have good chemistry. That is the Grizzlies. That is Chicago. That's what happens when you're playing, because we're older. LeBron can give you a great 3 quarters, and he's getting gassed in the 4th. LeBron should not have to do this much in his 19th season. That's what Russell Westbrook is there for. That's what AD is there for. That hasn't been playing in I don't know how many games. Like, if it was up to me, you ready for this? You up for me? Are you up for me? I'm going to Minnesota and going, look, I'll give you Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook. Give me Cat. What do I got to do to get Karl Anthony Towns?
He is, man.
What I got to do? Kentucky love.
Down low,
AD is not Cat. AD used to be Cat. Then he got a championship, and now he's trying to finesse folks, settling for jumpers.
Bro,
settling for threes.
Finessing.
I don't make no sense to me. When Cat and the Timberwolves and the Cat came to town, Cat was like, I want the drama. I want the smoke.
And AD wanted no smoke. None whatsoever.
Hey, man, shout out to Cat, man. Make sure you check out his Twitch stream, man. That dude was hilarious, bro.
Oh, I love Cat. Cat's a good dude, man. Now, you want to come and be a Laker, bro. Come and be a Laker. All right, so we just stopped.
That's what I said. We hold our own cards.
Games by
it's
13, 15, and they stopped playing defense. Brown beat Cat, and that's it. At the end of the day, we have an old team, and we are giving a great effort through 3 quarters. In the fourth quarter, when we just need time to close, we ain't got the energy to finish.
We ain't doing all this with the 3-point, doing all this fun stuff that you were doing when you first came out. Save that for the end. You're going to be doing all this fancy dunking on 2 minutes into the game. By the time you get to the fourth quarter, can't even jump.
But I also have to put
this competitor. See, that's the competitor.
But this is the part for me.
Close the game and win.
Well, this is the thing. I don't think that's competitor, Connie. They don't have it.
Hard. That's hard. Come on, that's hard to be like.
They don't have it.
I just dropped the 3, like a contest 3, bro.
Like Melo's tired. LeBron is tired. Russell Westbrook, even if he's not tired, he's not an asset at this moment right now. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, bro, how do we get past it?
He's definitely an ass.
I can't.
Something.
Connie, I can't.
He's an
Listen, I am not a jokester, and you're killing me with these jokes, man. You are killing me with these jokes.
We'll remove that in editing, okay? Thanks. This is my thing. We've got to figure this thing out and really, I don't know what that looks like, right? But Kyrie is back. Kyrie's will possibly be a full-time player. That puts the Nets, that jumps them right back to the top of the bid as the title favorites, right? If LeBron and Rob make some type of crazy splash here before the trade deadline ends, i.e. getting Russell Westbrook out there and getting good pieces back. We're talking about trading DeAndre Jordan and Kent Bazemore, so those players will be in that little mix as for trade people as well. I mean, I think that'll be the only way that we do something great this season is those guys making good trades. I like the Kyrie is back. I think the NBA needs it. And I appreciate it. He
is much needed, bro.
So
I'm just happy because
it's really the key. Back. He should be averaging 28 and 12 and 5, what he averaged in New Orleans. But this fool wearing low top Kobe's and messing up his ankle and knee. Russell gonna be Russ, but AD got a man up. But this is the thing I say, Ulysses. The problem is
I said the same thing about the sneakers.
About the sneakers, you got to. I mean, you're not with all that weight, you can't wear low tops. Brooklyn just need to pay Kyrie fine and let him play the rest of the season. $98,000. Pay that money. You a billionaire.
Pay the 100. Just pay the 100. Here you go, Mayor.
Pay the 100. Yeah.
Pay the 100. New York.
Keep it moving. And that's the thing for me. I'm thinking like AD is great, right? Mm-hmm. Russ is gonna be. Russ.
How much is that per game for him?
Who?
For
when I was reading about the breakdown and the fines, it didn't really say who was gonna pay. That's the thing. They just based it on how much the fines are and the total that the organization would have to pay. But they didn't indicate if it's him, half and half, or whatever.
Okay. Well, at the end of the day, I can put $98,000 in your account. You know what I mean? That ain't nothing. Pay the fine.
The owner, like I said,
it was like Kyrie has to pay, and I'd be like, "Hey, bro, you good? Hey,
Cash App, Zelle, what you need?
I cash out to you.
I mean, Kyrie's good with your boy from Tesla. So I mean, he can probably
money ain't no problem, bro.
Yeah,
I guarantee you, he could probably put up a GoFundMe, and the non-vaccinated people will just be like, "Bet, man, I'll support that guy." $98,000 is the goal. It's paid. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But this is the thing. Just to speak to Ulysses' comment, the problem is Russ is Russ. That's the problem. We thought Russ, because we were just so blindsided by, we were dazzled by the triple-double. The problem is Russ is going to be Russ. I think if we get anybody out of there, Russ got to go. If AD is going to be this jumper, settle for threes, not really bang in the middle, I want to be a power forward, I don't want to be a center, like, then we need to get people to surround him to make him play that way. If he ain't gonna bang, if he gonna shoot, then get players that can space the floor. So I mean, it has to work out that way, right? It has to work out that way. Now, I was looking up. We said Kyrie. So just so we're in agreement, see, Kyrie back full time, they win a championship.
I didn't say all that. I said they come out. They go to the Eastern Conference. That's what.
Okay. They go to the Eastern Conference Finals. Okay, Connie,
With
they
the
win it
Bucks,
all.
yeah.
I say they go to the finals. I don't know if they'll win it all. I just got them coming out the East.
Okay. So the trade deadline is Thursday, February 10th. I'm kind of excited for it because obviously, like right around like February 1st, all that stuff kind of comes out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? All that stuff, like you're like, oh shoot, you know, this is gonna be this. Oh dang, they traded that guy. Jeremy Grant's going somewhere. Detroit's gonna take. They're fielding calls and they're loving it. Like it makes perfect sense for what they got going on. Now, I don't know what the rest of the NBA looks like, but what type of trades would you want to see? See, talk to me about potential trades that we could see coming to the trade deadline on the 10th. What do you want to see?
I've been looking. Out of the ones that I read, I like Bulls looking at Harrison Barnes. I really like that. I seen an article that the Atlanta needs more defense, so they're looking at Marcus Smart, even though they don't have the money, but that would be interesting.
It's true.
Holiday and Temple.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like the Cavs are looking at Brandon Ingram.
That's not bad. It's not bad at all. So what about Gordon Hayward to the Mavs? Think about that. Because you have totally young players, right? LaMelo, Miles, all those guys, right? Maybe Gordon really don't fit in. Maybe obviously he's putting up decent numbers this season. But that team is going to be led by LaMelo Ball and those young players, and they look good. What about Kyrie Irving for D'Angelo Russell? They gamble on Kyrie. Now this is probably before, right up leading to before he got to play. He was going to come back and doing all this other stuff.
Yeah, but Kyrie is a different type of guard, bro. I don't think you want to
do that.
I wouldn't do it.
What about Ben Simmons to the Grizzlies?
Bruh.
That would be so tough.
I would. Oh my god, I would watch that.
That would be tough.
You talk about Lob City.
That would be tough. I would like that. But I seen something about them, the Sixers wanting to trade what's his name? Fox? Yeah, even though he probably won't stay in Philly.
No, that's Sixers.
Oh, trade for De'Aaron Fox?
Yeah.
Trade for De'Aaron Fox?
Yes, yeah.
That's not bad. And they need a solid point guard. He's a solid one. What about Jeremy Grant to the Hawks?
Ooh.
Jeremy Grant to the Hawks.
They need defense.
3-and-D, wing guy. You know what I mean? You pair him up with DeAndre Hunter. I think Cam Reddish has already gotten traded to the Knicks. Which was crazy. That
was weird. I was not expecting that.
It was definitely weird. Now, matter of fact, let's ask the resident Knicks fan, since he thinks he's a Chicago Bulls fan. That's the real team.
Remember what he said? Oh, I love this. He sent a voice message. Remember?
Yeah, I remember that. You got Cam Reddish now. What are the Knicks doing there?
I'm talking about, man. You talk about a Duke connection with him and RJ Barrett. Boy, I'm telling you.
What does it do for the Knicks? Like as far as
what does it do for the Knicks? You already got chemistry there. I think as you develop Cam Reddish, man, I think you can develop him into a solid defensive piece. So, and then not only that, he can be that low key scorer that you need or whatever. But he's a solid piece for this team, bro. Let me tell you how that was it Nixon that we gave up, Knox or whatever, bro. I didn't like that guy.
You don't like Knox?
I didn't like that guy at all. He was a trash player, bro. When we drafted him, I'm like, who the heck is this guy? That dude was trash, bro. Good riddance. Bye.
I mean, I was shocked with the trade. I was not expecting that, but when you think about it,
I was happy.
Creates ball here. He can create his own shot. He has ball handle, and they said his 3-point shooting has gone up. He's at 38% on 153 attempts. So
it's not bad.
Right.
I like it.
After thinking about it, it works.
What about Jeremy Grant? What about Jeremy Grant to the Knicks? Kemba Walker, Obi Toppin, and some picks.
Bro, why we want to get rid of Obi Toppin, bro?
Is he good?
I like him.
Is he good though?
He's good.
And that's if you liked him. Is he good?
Is he gonna get you out past the?
If we keep him and develop him, bro, we only had him for 2 years. This be his second year. We want to already get rid of a guy he's electric.
Though?
He's electric.
He's
a dunker. That's what
you want. I don't know about electric.
He puts butts in the seats, bro. He gives you that. He's gonna give you. He gives a spark. He gives a spark. Sometimes you need a spark to make sure that your team plays well. Like, oh man, that's a spark right there. All right, I want to play too. All right, cool. Me too. You want to play basketball? Yeah, me too.
You're saying that from top?
Yeah, cause they get excited when the guy plays, bro. And after he do like a signature dunk or something,
I just
bro.
think the Garden is already excited.
That's a fact.
I mean, it's the Garden, of course.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't think it's
Garden.
him. I just think it's the Garden.
Yeah,
and it's the Garden, of course.
What about Jeremy Grant to the Bulls? That's okay. So Ari says that's Connie wanting to keep players for their potential and not what they're bringing to the table now.
Yeah.
Ari's on point with it. Not what they bring to the table, but I get it.
You know, Ari, I love you.
Oh
I'm gonna keep my mouth closed.
Stop the pandering. You stop it right now. Jeremy Grant to the Bulls.
I like it.
Solid 3-and-D.
It's solid.
Kobe White gets traded. Derrick Jones, Tony Bradley, and some picks.
I like it.
I mean,
defense wise, and him in the paint, I like it a lot.
What about Domantas Sabonis? Sleeper. I've never slept on. I always get him in fantasy because dude's an absolute monster.
Mm-hmm.
Domantas is a problem. What if he got traded to the Celtics?
Ooh,
Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Domantas Sabonis.
Like they said, they're not splitting up Jason and Jaylen, which they should.
I would hate even more if Domantas went to the Celtics. I'd hate the Celtics even more.
Sure would.
Because we definitely should be able to get him. We talked about De'Aaron Fox to the Knicks. He becomes a franchise player, franchise point guard. Is that a solid pick? Knick fan? De'Aaron Fox?
Like we get him or
yeah.
I mean, as much as I would love De'Aaron Fox to come through, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with him being just like, away from us right now.
What in the world?
Because he reminds me of Westbrook so much too.
Yeah, I get it.
Like he has that. He has those. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like what if that become our plight? That he becomes a whole entire Westbrook out there, and like, you know what I mean?
Well, then you just be back to doing what Knickerbockers do.
Well, gosh darn, my boy. Gosh darn, gee golly.
Well, speaking of Black Air Force, let's go back. Let's talk Black Air Force activity, man. That happened.
Let's go round it up.
All right. Now this comes from my boy JD Davidson out of Alabama. My boy comes in on a 7-footer. This is a 7-footer. Bangs it on the 7-footer, bro.
Top
on his head.
I just wish
he would have tried to block him for real. Like he went up and put his hands up, like I don't want to foul. What are you jumping for then? Go for the block, my boy.
Especially if you're about to get dunked like on his head. Try.
Oh yeah.
This comes from a random high school off a baller's life, bro. Buddy said, "Look, I'm going to run."
We don't take charges, man. If I don't take charges, man, for real. Unless if he's gonna like, if I'm outside the restricted area, which is that half circle in there in the paint, then maybe I take it. But it's hard to time it up right.
That call. And regardless, even if it's timed up right, it's hard. It's hard to call it. It's never gonna be what you think.
If I get, but it is also great as a defensive person to get a charging call on a highlight like that. Your dunk didn't even count.
It didn't count.
Charge. Yeah, sucker, give me that ball back, homie.
Right, other way.
It's solid.
And then we're gonna go to the king of Black Air Force this week. I give it to none other than the man who came back from a bad injury. The man that we've been crying. We want to see him play. The man that's going to take Golden State to new heights.
Oh, his dunk. I remember this.
Klay Thompson. Wow.
I was so happy for him.
He said, what? Black Air Force.
On two people. I'm back.
Black Air Force activity.
You know who he reminds me of? Like every time with the headband in the hair. You see Malibu Most Wanted, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking.
He does remind me of B-Rad.
Yeah. Got him. Said, come here. Both of y'all. Shout out to Klay, man.
Yes, shout out to Klay. I'm so happy for him.
So glad to see him back.
And getting comfortable and getting back to Klay.
Oh, for sure. I like it.
I can't wait till he drops like 60.
Easy just right to left crossover to finish at the rim. I like it.
And
with the snake face. You know I just did to you. You know what I mean?
What I did to both of y'all.
It's a big fact. That's a big fact. All right, let's end this, man. Cap or no cap? I got a couple for you.
All right.
Cap or no cap? We can get out of here. All right, we talked about this throughout the show.
Get intimate, guys.
We talked about this throughout the show, right? Kyrie Irving comes back, gets to play the rest of the season, right? It is a done deal that the Brooklyn Nets win a championship. Cap or no cap? He called cap. What you guys see?
Call cap.
Cap.
See, both call cap. Not a done deal yet. My thing is, who's knocking them out? Who's going to beat them up in the Eastern Conference? Are we trusting the Bucks, the Bulls, 76ers, maybe? Who knows?
I mean,
I just think...
Go ahead.
Yes, they're going to come back, especially KD, because of, the whole foot thing.
Facts.
But then at the same time, a lot of people said that they only won because of that. So it's on both ends, they're coming back to prove who's really the champion. And the Bucks are still the champion, to be honest.
This is my thing. And this is probably the only thing I'll point out with that whole scenario. The Bucks took them to 7 games. Mm-hmm. Barely won in that 7th game. I think they won by a few points. Mm-hmm. Right? No Kyrie. And half of a Harden. We're talking full strength.
I know.
You sure?
I don't trust Harden, so no. He doesn't show up in playoff time, so no, I don't know. And no one's ever going to convince me that James Harden is going to show up this year because he's with KD and
Cap. You listen to say Cap. I'm with you.
With KD and with Kyrie Irving. No, he was
okay. Russell Westbrook makes it through the trade deadline. Cap or no cap?
Cap.
I think he doesn't. He will be traded before the trade deadline.
Yep.
God bless you both. Russell, hey, look, man, I got mad love for you. So if you ever see this show, man, it ain't hate, bro. It ain't hate.
It's not working.
It's a fair analyst opinion. I'm analyzing the game.
Right.
And I see that the chemistry is not there. I see that the shots are not there. And you still keep shooting them like you're a good 3-point shooter.
With confidence, yo. I'd be like
28, 29% for your career.
That's going in.
That's okay. Like I'm okay with you not shooting threes, bro. I'm okay
I'm fine
with it.
with that.
Perfectly fine. Go finish at the rim. What's your best at?
Hey, see, Westbrook be throwing him up. Miles, this is for you.
Right, Brick.
Miles.
Wide open. It's like, bro, there's a reason you're wide open.
I got one for you too.
Don't finish.
Don't shoot for me. Do not shoot for me.
Man.
Go right to the basket if you want to shoot for C. Okay.
All right, let's go. We got 10 game, 11 game winning streak, I believe, by the Grizzlies right now.
They lost last night.
No, they lost to I'm about to say I think they lost. Even at full strength, I say the Warriors are better. Ooh, come on, Ulysses. I think if I got to see, you said no cap. Russell makes it through the trade deadline. Okay. I would not be mad. Okay. I'm not mad if the Lakers don't make the finals, right? But I'm only not mad if I get to see the Warriors and the Nets. That's the only way I'm okay with this. You know what I mean? But I also think the Nets win in 6 games. So that's just me, whatever.
Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies, Ja Morant, they make a splash before the trade deadline and make it to the Western Conference Finals. Cap or no cap?
Cap.
Say it on again.
The Grizzlies make a splash in the trade market before the trade deadline, and they make it to the Western Conference Finals. Remember, top 4 team in the Western Conference right now. Warriors, Suns, Grizzlies, Jazz.
Oh man.
My man said cap. Lord Jesus. They don't make no splash.
They make a splash, but they're not going to go to Western Conference Finals.
No.
I mean, it says 4 teams. There's 4 teams. 5 teams with the Lakers.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I understand that.
At the end of the day, there'll be Phoenix and the Warriors playing each other in the Western Conference Finals if everything goes according to plan.
Okay, so probability. So you going off of probability?
No, I'm thinking if you go
got 4 teams,
that goes. It's
probability.
All right, so playoffs 8 teams go. 1 and 8 at the top, 2 and 7 here, 4 and 5, 3 and 6, right? Or I'm sorry, 3 and 6, and then 4 and 5. Mm-hmm. If they're in that 4 to 5 spot, they'll end up playing the Warriors or the Suns. They get in that 3 to 6 spot, they end up playing the Warriors or the Suns. So I think there's a chance. I think there's a chance that they end up getting to play. They play that 4 and 5 spot. Maybe they get to number 2, and they don't have to see the Warriors or the Suns until the Western Conference Finals. That's just me, though. I'm just talking. You ain't got to.
So what you gonna go?
For me, I go cap.
That's what I'm talking about. See,
I go cap. I think they make a big splash, but the Western Conference is stacked.
Yeah.
No cap. Well, it's not really stacked. 4 or 5 teams that are stacked. That could potentially be contenders. I think the Eastern Conference should probably talk about Nets, Bucks,
138
Chicago.
points last night.
It's facts. They can make it. They probably can make it without a move. Ulysses dropping bombs out here. Okay, make it without them. They don't need to make no splash. You know, splash in the trade market. I like it.
That trade with Ben.
That'd be fire.
That would be
absolutely fire. Now, if they get Ben Simmons, the West is wide open. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I am just saying.
I would love it. Both. I would love it. A fight on both, like the East and the West for top. Yeah, I would love that.
This is what we watch basketball for. This is why we analyze basketball. This is why I'm tuned in to all of it. Shout out to the WNBA. I can't wait for you to get back.
Yeah.
Get back.
Seriously, like
Las Vegas Aces, what's good, baby?
All the ladies, what's good?
Hey,
Liz, I can't just wait to see some balling from them. That's all.
Liz, it's a personal announcement, public announcement. My apologies. Don't leave the Aces, boo.
Delete your OnlyFans, please.
You
don't need to do that to yourself, baby. You are bigger than that.
Don't leave the Aces.
Literally.
I know you're making money and you're doing your thing, but we need you. We're going to try to run for this championship.
So if you could get $53,000 for a piece of your nose for a photo.
Modest is hottest. Modest is hottest.
Like this.
Woo.
Like in some, you know,
I'm
there's
just
widows.
saying, I get it, and they're making a whole lot of money. I get it.
Modest
But you love basketball, Liz.
We don't know that though.
You
right
love
now.
basketball. Don't let OnlyFans take you from the
It
game.
might
that
not
you
just
love.
be that.
I just say the West is wide open right now with top 4 teams, which is a big fact. It's a big fact.
Well, still,
Warriors, Suns, Grizzlies, Jazz, and hopefully the Lakers here after the trade deadline. Rob. No, I'm not playing no more.
Bron,
I'm not.
get it together.
Tell Bron, tell Melo, tell all them boys, tell Malik. Malik dropping buckets. He's a bucket. He don't play no defense though.
At all.
Tell Malik to play some defense. He want to stay on this team. You hear me?
Put them hands
No,
up.
I'm not trying to hear that. I'm gonna tell Bron, hey, put Bron on the phone.
No, like, you know, we need to get back to the fundamentals of basketball with the Lakers because,
tell him
it's the defense. And, you know, we always defense wins championships. So it's like, why won't you play on defense?
Big facts. You already know.
You're just standing there.
Look, man.
In their space.
You already know it, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. As always, Ulysses, Marnika, and the rest of the viewers. We appreciate y'all. When you come in, make sure you comment, man. Make sure you check us out. Make sure you in there with us. We like talking back to y'all. Ulysses, the invite has been sent, my boy. Come through next Saturday, 10 a.m. Always, full 94. Ulysses will be on here. I'm gonna call in now. Connie, C, Miles, and Ulysses with our guest host Ulysses gonna come through, man. Shout us out, man. You want to support the team? MTMV Sports on Cash App. Shoot us up, man. It don't even matter. Just throw whatever. $1 here, $5 here, $100, $1,000. I don't care, man. God bless you. You already know. Check out that we make sure that we're checking in on Sports Talk with C. She is killing it as always. Killer interviews, killer analysis, and everything in between. We're so blessed to have her a part of the team as well.
Love you guys.
Follow the page 494. 494 feet on IG. I mean, we're posting. We got IG Lives coming here soon in the next couple of weeks. And when these games get closer into the season or opening of the playoffs, we're going to have this popping out, man. So y'all come checking us out. Come keep being a part of the team. NTMV Sports, the Huddle Up every Wednesday at 9:30. Facebook, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, like all of that good stuff, man. Support the team. Support the 494. I'm Miles. That's Connie. That's C. 494 feet, man. Follow us.
Peace.
Guess what we gotta do?
Hey, I got the power. I got the power. I got the power with me. I got the power. I got the power. I got the power with me. This how euphoria, feeling so glorious, forever victorious, heart of a champion. I got the power with me. Go get the championship rings. I got the power with me. Power with me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.